Back in January, I bought 1,476 Dogecoin for an average cost of anywhere from 2 to 4 cents. And I didn't expect this to happen. From a simple $60 investment, that has blown up to over $689. Although there is one sad last detail that I need to throw in. I sold every single Dogecoin that I held on February 16th for an average cost of about 5 cents per coin, which means that I lost over $650 worth of opportunity cost, which would have been really nice to have. Although I don't want to sulk on the sad sorrow that I did sell at a Dogecoin and missed a good chunk of opportunity, although I really wanted to present why Dogecoin is a valued currency, does it hold any value, who created it, and what is the future in Dogecoin. Now, a little quick background on why Dogecoin is trending so heavily. Dogecoin is up over 13,000% in the last year, and it spiked up to an average of 47 cents per coin, which a year ago, it wasn't even 1 cent. It was a fraction of 1 penny. There's many big names coming out and praising Dogecoin. Of course, the most notable being Elon Musk, although Mark Cuban, the billionaire who owns the Dallas Mavericks, has come out and shown his support, as well as Jordan Belfort. In the last week, Dogecoin has skyrocketed, up over 550% on the week, which is just mind-boggling because people have made hundreds upon thousands of dollars on just simple trades that they really weren't expecting anything from. Before we jump into everything in the video, I would really appreciate it if you could just hit that like button. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. And of course, if you're not subbed already, sub so you can keep up to date on all the latest content. Okay, so what is Dogecoin? Dogecoin is a cryptocurrency that was made way back in 2013. The creators basically made it just to throw a bunch of fun at the entire idea of a cryptocurrency. It all started with Bill Marcus and Jackson Palmer. They were the two founders of Dogecoin, and they really did not expect anything of it. Jackson Palmer decided to tweet about it in the early 2010s about Dogecoin because he mixed the meme culture back then, which was in its prime, with this new cryptocurrency that people were really speculative about. The tweet gained a lot of attention and started to gain a lot of traction, and he was just joking about it at first, but then he figured, hey, what the heck, might as well actually make this into a real currency. Through a Reddit post, Bill Marcus reached out to Jackson Palmer and basically said, hey, I can actually create this and do the software engineering behind the scenes. And well, they teamed up and, of course, programmed Dogecoin, and as it started to get traction, people started to actually like it and use it. The two main purposes of Dogecoin in the beginning was it was actually used in games where people could win Dogecoin. Furthermore, they actually used Dogecoin in Reddit conversations, so one Reddit user could send another Reddit user Dogecoin. People really liked how it was made out of a meme, and of course this was the prime of meme culture. They liked the lightheartedness of the cryptocurrency and were more comfortable using it. It got so popular in the beginning at one point that it actually surpassed Bitcoin's daily transactions for a short while. Of course, with the lightheartedness around Dogecoin as a cryptocurrency, the two creators were very open about it and just kind of jokingly, people really took to it. It didn't take off until Robinhood supported Dogecoin on their platform. Furthermore, on that point, Elon Musk really started to tweet about it and get a lot of hype around it. But what happened and why is it causing this huge spike in Dogecoin? Well, Elon started tweeting about it about a month ago when Dogecoin was anywhere between 2 and 5 cents. The entire marketplace in general is at all-time highs, from real estate to stocks to Bitcoin to altcoins. And Dogecoin was just on their coattails kind of riding this up. Then Slim Jim came out and actually started advertising using Dogecoin and really started hyping it up. Cronos came out and stated that they also purchased a good amount of Dogecoin, and then with the Coinbase IPO that happened last week, it really started to legitimize cryptocurrency on Wall Street. This really highlighted cryptocurrencies in general as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other altcoins, including Dogecoin, really started to surge up before the Coinbase IPO. Dogecoin got so popular and the trading volume on Doge skyrocketed, and that forced Robinhood to actually shut down their crypto exchange for just a short while so they can actually support this demand. Wouldn't be the first time and probably won't be the last. But does Dogecoin actually have any consistency when you talk about it in a value perspective? Based on Bill Marcus's programming behind it, it's really hard to argue that it actually has any consistency in the value department. It was based off the Litecoin software, which means that it has an infinite amount of Dogecoins that will ever be produced. Currently, there is 112 Dogecoin being mined every single day, and this will continue throughout eternity. And this differs from other cryptos such as Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin has a finite amount that will ever be able to be mined. That is 21 million, and after that, there's no more Bitcoin. So you could argue that the supply and demand on Bitcoin will actually hold value, although Dogecoin, it doesn't, because there will be infinite amount being produced. However, the US dollar technically is also infinite because we just keep on printing it and we can continue to keep on printing it. And we have this notion that inflation is just something that will always be, which therefore Dogecoin and the US dollar really don't have any difference in that department, which means that Dogecoin can be a viable source of actually holding value, very similar to the US dollar. But the creators have consistently come out and said that they didn't expect this to hold any value and they didn't really want to build anything out of it. They had no intentions in doing so, and they were, again, just doing it almost as a joke or a mockery of cryptocurrency in general. Doge is meant to inflate over time, and that means that value is slowly diminishing away from Doge as time goes on. Jackson Palmer actually left Dogecoin a couple years ago, saying how it's completely worthless. And other creators that helped Bill Marcus and Jackson Palmer actually have come out and said that they do not hold any, and they don't see really any future in Dogecoin. The whole idea of it being inflated over time is it actually increases people to use it. If people understand that it won't be worth anything in the future, that incentivizes them to go and actually spend it, having the transaction rate skyrocketed. In a Wall Street Journal interview, Bill Marcus actually came out and stated, the idea of Dogecoin being worth 8 cents is the same as GameStop being worth $325, meaning that there is no consistency to the value behind it, stating that it doesn't make any sense, it's super absurd, the coin design was absurd. But if the creators and the founders are coming out and basically saying, no guys, it's worthless, then why is it creating so much hype around it, and why are people actually using it as a store of value? Dogecoin is going from a sheer joke and mockery to a potential legitimate currency in the future. I believe the honesty and transparency of the Dogecoin creators really incentivizes a lot of people to use it. People understand that the creators didn't really want to make anything crazy about this, and they're not just trying to make it, pump it up, and then sell it off for millions and millions of dollars of profit.
Being evil, fraudulent people that do not care about the world financial system.
It was not intimidating by any means, and it was cheap, and people understood it. The viralness of Dogecoin itself through the marketing, through the influencers, are actually legitimizing it. And as businesses really prosper from this Dogecoin hype, other businesses are going to want to join the train. Therefore, other businesses are starting to accept Dogecoin, using it in their marketing, and then furthermore legitimizing Dogecoin to be an actual currency. The Dallas Mavericks are starting to accept it. Coinbase will probably support it very soon. Webull just announced that they're going to support Dogecoin, and I can imagine Tesla accepting it very, very soon. But what are my thoughts on Dogecoin, and do I actually see it as a viable source of storing value? Well, I do think that you just have to understand what Dogecoin is and what it's set out to be. Again, it's just a mockery of cryptocurrency. I see a real benefit in the blockchain technology that Ethereum and Bitcoin and other altcoins really bring to the table, when Dogecoin doesn't really bring that. But hey, who am I to say what it is? And obviously I was wrong and missed out on a ton of opportunity. If you're contemplating buying it, just understand that as easily as it can go up, it can drop even faster. And if you're holding it, you might want to look at it and say, do I really actually support this holding? See if you would buy it at that price, because if you would buy it at that price, sure, go ahead and hold it a little bit longer. But if you wouldn't buy it at that price, then why are you holding it? Because it's the equivalent of actually buying it and holding it at that price. Logic. Would you rather miss out on selling it too soon or selling it too late and missing out on those guaranteed profits? Pumps like this happen all the time. We've seen it in the past a lot, just as like Nikola, GameStop, AMC, and a bunch of other meme stocks. Although in my own experience, I've never seen something skyrocket like that and then actually maintain its value and trend upward. I think it could be a real cryptocurrency in the real world, because what's really the difference between Dogecoin and the US dollar just inflating over time? It has to do with the popularity and the trust around crypto, specifically in Dogecoin itself. It is very uncertain at the moment, and only invest what you are willing to lose. It's very volatile, and you have to understand that whatever you put in can just be gone in an instant. Right now it's pumped by attention, just like all those other pump and dumps. Although once the attention wears off, which it will in a little bit, will it actually really retain that value? When the attention leaves, will it still consistently be that go-to crypto in the future? I don't know. I really truly don't. Although I do think that there is some positives out of this, and don't get me wrong. I think it's bringing a lot of attention to the crypto space, and I really think that it shows that people should not dismiss things just because they think it's stupid. A lot of people did that with Tesla, and look how much gains they missed out on. It's playful without a larger agenda, which I think is really successful on their part, showing how businesses and potentially other cryptos can gain a lot of popularity through that honesty. But hey, as Elon Musk says,
Doge to the moon.
If you're at this point in the video, drop a like, and of course, if you're not subbed, sub so you can keep up to date with all the latest and greatest content. And I'm going to leave it at that. Good luck, and see you guys next time.